And I ask you, Donovan, is
Mm-hmm.
it too much to ask for my cat detective, my talking cat detective mystery novels
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
to not seem like they were written by somebody's Republican grandma? That's all I want. I want
What?
I want my talking cat detective novels to not sound like a granny wrote it. That's
I'm gonna
I'm a simple man.
I'm gonna need you to elaborate on why you're saying this.
I don't know. There's a series of novels I've been reading because they have cats as the main characters, and I am a catman,
Okay.
you know. And it's just like, what the fuck? This lady is the most Republican grandma ever. Like, she literally, there's parts where it's like, you know, the world would be a lot better place if you could just, do what cats would do with the criminals, just kill the criminals. I'm like, all the criminals, and I'm like, oh my god, holy
That's
shit!
amazing.
And everything is described as delightful and lovely, and I'm just like, lady, please. And it's great. It's like it's so old people code. Like, those are books written for grandmas, but
Yeah.
I enjoy them. God damn it, because there's a mystery and there's cat.
So basically, you're just like, I'm part of your audience too. Please think of me.
Yes, please think of the cis white man.
Yeah.
Won't you please think of the whites?
No one does it.
Let's just I feel threatened as a white American male because you're not representing me.
Well, you know what? With this current administration, it's okay to say I'm proud of you, White, again. Yeah,
uh,
have you ever had a moment where you say something and you just want to punch yourself in the face?
I'm sure Jordan Peterson feels like that every day of his fucking life. Hi, welcome to a Patreon episode. We weren't planning to do this. Cold opens, SWAT Cats theme song.
Lorraine!
Phil Hartman.
Baphomet!
Beelzebub. Uh yeah, so we weren't planning on doing this. This is gonna be an extra super bonus. Because
Bonus.
bonus, they never met us.
Hey,
Oh my
buy me a drink versus something. Hey,
yeah, so hi, welcome. This is an extra bonus. We weren't planning on doing this, but we had a little extra time, which is crazy for us because we always prattle on. And we just
prattle
thought,
on.
prattle on. Ah, ah. Oh, what song were you doing?
I was doing Ramble On by Led Zeppelin.
Prattle on.
Ramble on. Are you going, Lord, I was born a rambling man.
Oh, Jesus.
Never shut my mouth, just talking as fast as I can.
Our
Anyway,
actual, real, official first Patreon episode will be discussing the movie Baby Driver because we said it and it's out there and we have to follow our word.
and I've
But
watched it since.
this super bonus is just us talking shit. And hi,
Hell
if you like
yeah.
hearing us talking shit, welcome, because there's going to be a lot of shit talking. And we're going to do another top 10 just because we have a little time and we like hanging out like
Just
buds.
hanging
This,
out like balls.
oh my God, that's gross.
Like a couple of scrotums.
Just a couple of dudes hanging out like scroats. Sun's out, no, goats out, scroats out, brother. Goats out, scroats out.
So gross. Why did I start that?
Oh no. Okay, so this top 10 is going to be, what did you say? You said
TV.
TV shows. Man, you got me with all this visual stuff. 90% of my entertainment is either audio or text based. Text based.
Hey, you sent me some lists, man, and I just filled out the two easiest.
Oh, hey, so we'll go back and forth because guess what? Secret sauce here, kids. I don't have a list. I was
Wrong.
not prepared.
You have a six list. You have a list of six.
Do I?
Yep, I'm looking at it
Where?
right now.
What is this doc? What are we talking about?
I
Do I
found
not
the
remember?
ancient texts.
You must not read from the book.
um, it's on the Patreon episode 0 format. If you scroll down,
Oh, holy
it
shit!
says your top 10 favorite TV shows. You wrote like six or seven.
You bastard!
I got you, motherfucker. I got you, motherfucker.
Oh shoot! I totally forgot that I had an actual first line for this show. So all that up to here now is cold open. And Sweatcats theme song. Oh hey, what's up, you wonderful humans? Welcome to the Jesus Stole Our Movies Patreon.
I'm Donovan.
I'm Zach, but you already fucking knew that because we're not gonna cut the shit. So let's hit it and quit it. Maybe
Oh,
not. I don't know.
yeah, don't do that. That means you're done already. Hit it and quit it. Bye, guys.
Oh, bye. Okay, so we're gonna do top 10 TV shows, and we're gonna do just like we did last time. Again, this is a bonus. This is super informal. Who cares? We will be covering Baby Driver on the actual April Patreon episode. So
Yeah, buddy.
come with us on an odyssey of adventure, danger,
No.
mystery, and other adjectives as we discuss our top 10 television programs. Donovan, you want to go first?
Did you just invite me on an adventure in Odyssey? Because I
Uh,
will fucking punch you.
no, sir. I think you have childhood trauma.
What? Is your name James? You fucking
Oh, no.
piece of shit.
What was the kid from Adventures in Odyssey?
I don't remember.
Quigley?
You know the fuck thing about that? I didn't even grow up watching the cartoons. I grew up listening to the fucking radio plays.
There was an airship, like somebody had a cool ass blimp.
I remember because the pictures on the cover of them were the same. And yeah, my dad made me listen to audio sermons on my summer vacations, like throughout, like every day. I had to listen to an audio sermon. And then if it was like a special treat, if I listened, I got to listen to Adventures in Odyssey radio plays.
That's just oppression. I was gonna share a fun, whimsical story,
Yeah.
but that's sad.
So
Hello, welcome to our podcast.
We said that we I just remembered that.
I just remembered I had an Adventures in Odyssey action figure.
No shit.
Yeah, dude. I wish.
How articulated was it? There's just probably just moved its arms and legs, right?
No, there were 9 points of articulation.
Oh shit.
Yeah, elbows,
fancy.
knees, hips, shoulders, and neck. So that's 9. Yeah.
Somebody take that and turn it into a song. Head, shoulders, knees, neck.
Yeah. I don't know why I had Adventures in Odyssey action figure, possibly because I was a little sheltered little church boy.
Yeah, your parents like, he's always talking about nerdy shit. Give him one of these.
I always wanted a Gilbert puppet. Because I was, you know about Gilbert?
What's Gilbert?
Gilbert is a little puppet guy who was strongly associated with Sandy Patty for some reason. I don't know. I think he was on Sandy Patty's TV show or whatever.
That's another Christian thing, right?
Yeah, it's a very, very Christian thing. And he was just like a little puppet kids show guy. And at the Bria Christian store that we went to, because we couldn't go to an actual record shop or a real toy store or anything, we had to go to the weird Christian propaganda store. There was 100% authentic Gilbert puppet, and I wanted it so fucking bad. Gilbert was just this little asshole puppet that would complain all the time and cry because he didn't get his way, and he would learn moral lessons.
Moral lessons or lessons about Jesus? Because they're not always exclusive.
Yeah, I know.
Depends on who you're talking to, I guess.
You know what Gilbert isn't? One of my top 10 favorite television programs.
And we're back.
Ah, we're back!
All right,
You
I'll go
thought you
first.
could
I'll go
distract me,
first.
you dirty rotten son of a
You
gun.
dirty rat, you killed my brother.
You killed my brother. I bet Splinter loves that one. Hey, that's my dad.
The fuck is this racist shit? All right, I'll go first. Top 10 shows in no particular order. I got Community. That's one of my
Ooh.
favorites. I love the writing of that. Dan Harmon is a really funny writer. It's just real good stuff. It's also what introduced me to Donald Glover, who in turn is Childish Gambino is one of my
Mhm.
favorite rappers. So it's good stuff. I started to introduce my oldest to some of it, which has been fun because it's always cool to show people things. It's even cooler when it's like, I've created this human being. Now watch what I watch.
Be an extension of myself.
Right, because I always had a fear of that, you know what I mean? Because it happened to me so hardcore, so I'm always just like, they're gonna do what they want to do, but every once in a while I'm just like, sit down, watch this thing. But then I'm like, but is this okay? Are you comfortable with this?
Oh,
You know? So yeah, Community's up there. It's so funny. I love the writing in it. That's basically it. The writing is the biggest reason I like it. The acting is really cool though too. So what
I
about
don't
you?
think I don't think I've ever actually seen Community.
Oh,
I
really?
Yeah, I don't think because Joel McHale is like
The head.
one of the people that came
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
that.
yeah. Yeah.
He played Starman in the Stargirl TV show on
Did he really?
CW. Yeah, he's really really good. Um,
I never ended up watching that. No.
Dude, that's good shit.
Is it
That's like
really?
that. Yeah, it's like Teen JSA, which is kind of fun, but
It's
there's
like
so much DC Universe history in it.
really?
Yeah,
That's the one that like Jeff Johns was like really close to, right?
I think he was in. I think he was close to writing all of them.
Yeah,
Honestly.
because he said it had something to do with like his sister or his cousin or something like that.
Oh, you mean like the comics? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
that was
yeah, yeah.
because I yes, Courtney is the name of somebody very close to him, either
That's what I was talking about. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sister-in-law, daughter, whatever. Yeah, that's why
Yeah,
she's such a big focus in the Jeff Johns JSAs. Um,
that's awesome. Okay, yeah, no, I haven't seen that, but I will check that out. But no, community's got some really good lists, like because they do like bottle episodes sometimes, where it's just like flashbacks and shit like that. And when you do that, you can write basically just a joke that cuts flashes back and forth. And one of my favorite ones is there's a scene where Donald Glover, comes roaring into the library on an ATV. And I'm like, Troy, you can't drive that. And he's like, yes, I can. It's all terrain, dummy.
I don't think you understand what all terrain means,
And
buddy.
then another one where they're all climbing out of water on a raft that popped. He's like, "You can yell at me all you want. Watched enough cartoons to know if you pop the back of a raft, it makes it go faster."
Yeah.
All right, you go ahead.
And these are in no particular order, correct? So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
one of my favorite television programs. This Since you led with the comedy, I will give you comedy as well. The sort of Office Parks and Rec themed Muppets show, like The Muppets, is one of the
Yes.
funniest fucking shows I've ever seen. I absolutely love it.
Yes,
Some of
it's
the
so
jokes
good.
are fucking great. What's her name? Kate McCucci's comedy partner, that lady, I can't remember her name.
Oh,
She's a
Ricky
principal
Lindholm.
human. Yeah, she's a principal human character in there. Uh,
She's the
Miss
one dating
Piggy,
Fozzie, right?
yeah, it's a human
Yeah.
Muppet relationship, and it's kind of
I can't
creepy.
wait to meet your parents.
Yeah, the whole premise is that like Miss Piggy is a late night show
Hmm,
host,
hmm.
and Kermit has to deal with all these lunatics, which is the premise of the Muppet Show, right? But like at the
Right.
same time, it's oh, it's so fucking funny. Like
And
Pepe and
Pepe's
Rizzo
my
are there.
favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Pepe's my favorite. And then it was like more updated, so like it had more updated jokes and a lot more
Hmm.
like adult oriented jokes.
Yeah.
Because it also had the whole side story where Kermit was dating like a younger pig.
Yeah.
And Miss
And
Piggy was all jealous and shit.
I think people didn't get it. And I think it got seriously hosed by COVID too.
Yeah, you're
If
probably
I
not wrong.
remember. If I remember correctly, it got really destroyed by COVID. Um,
I'm gonna have to watch that again. It's so
yeah,
good.
it's so fucking, and it has that. that sort of officey feel, the Parks and
Hmm.
Rec feel, and I kind of like that. I'm a bigger Parks and Rec guy than I am an Office guy because I really don't like The Office.
Dude, me
But
too. I love Parks and Rec. Office, I've never really been able to watch.
um, yeah, Office. My sister loves The Office,
Yeah.
and so like by extension, I kind of like the relationship that I kind of like Leslie Knope's earnestness
Hmm.
rather than Michael Scott's smarminess. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Plus, the
Because you,
characters I feel are more like likable in the
yeah.
community.
Okay, what's your next one?
I have The Following. I don't know if you've ever seen this. It was a show on like NBC. It was another one of those like kind of procedural dramas. I'm really into those. But this one had Kevin Bacon, and he worked for the FBI, and there was a
Mhm.
serial killer that was arrested, and while he was in prison, murders started happening again that were his MO, and it turned out there was a cult that was following him and committing these murders, and Kevin
Oh,
Bacon was
cool.
hunting him down. And the following of these people was like it was this crazy network of people. Like you wouldn't expect this person to be involved. He's already this deep in Kevin Bacon's life. And like each season was like crazier and stuff. And it was if you like slashers, it's really
Hmm.
cool with that kind of stuff too. It's got a really nice horror element to it. I only watched the first two seasons of it, but after that I stopped. I think I just forgot to keep watching it. But the first two seasons like fucking blew my mind, dude. Because there's like an episode where like this lady's kid goes missing and it's like her neighbors are trying to help them find them and stuff like that. And then like they can't find her. And then they go to ask the neighbors again, like if they've seen them and the neighbors are gone. And then all of a sudden they find like a fucking tunnel in the neighbor's closet that goes to their house. And
What?
it turns out they kidnapped the kid and they're part of a cult. And it's like this crazy shit. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Yeah, it was a really good show. But anyway, plus Kevin Bakey, come on, man, love me some Kevin's Bakeys.
Um, I'm gonna have to look that up because that sounds rad.
It is. It's really cool, and it's got fuck, who's the other guy? Ah, god damn it. He played. I gotta look it up on. I think it's Ray Stevenson. Is it Ray Stevenson? I don't think it might be Ray Stevenson. The following. It is Kevin Bacon and James Purefoy. Purefoy.
Oh, Purefoy's awesome. I love Purefoy.
He plays
That
the
guy's
serial
fucking
killer that
rad.
he plays the serial killer that the cult is based around.
If you want a great Purefoy, watch Solomon Kane. I should have
Oh
included it
yeah,
in my
yeah, yeah. You told me about that
oh,
before.
I should have included it in my favorite movies because like Solomon Kane is a bedtime movie for me. I like if I can't figure out what else to watch for bed, I will put on Solomon Kane because I fucking love that movie. And
Hell
I like
yeah,
a good
dude.
Robert E. Howard and Purefoy's fucking great in it.
Yeah, he's a really good actor.
Have
I
you
always get
seen
him and
Solomon
Ray
Kane?
Steve. No, 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 no. I used to get him and Ray Stevenson mixed up for some reason. Clearly.
Solomon Kane, directed by the same director that just directed the newer Red Sonja movie.
Oh, I downloaded that to watch it. There's a fight scene in that was gnarly.
In Red Sonja,
The new one, yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Like the CGI is pretty meh. You know what I mean? As is
I
expected.
mean,
But the
it's
fight
a
scenes
low
and stuff.
budge.
Yeah, the fight scenes and the blood are just like, oh shit, this is metal. So
Well,
yeah.
I need to see the new Deathstalker too, but
Yeah.
uh, because the new Deathstalker is made by the people that made Psycho Gorman.
Oh really? So
Yeah,
they made
and
Turbo Kid too, didn't they?
I believe so. And I I like Turbo Kid, but I
Yeah, we
don't like
talked about
Turbo
that before, I
Kid.
think. I don't think we talked about it on here though.
The '80s, but
I like the gore in it. It's so over the top. That
in
part where
Psycho
he cuts
Gorman.
the, yeah, no, both of them. And Turbo Kid, he cuts that dude in half and he like goes flying in the air and the bottom half lands on top of another guy's head. So it looks
I
like legs on
don't
top of
remember.
legs. They're like
I should watch Turbo Kid today. I was gonna watch the second Norwegian troll movie, um, but
shit. I just thought you were gonna say I was gonna watch Poltergeist Part 2. I was like, fucking do it, brother.
what was my where are
Yeah,
we at?
next show. You did the
Next show
Muppets.
we did the Muppets. That was my first one, right?
Yeah.
Probably my all-time favorite television show ever is MacGyver.
Yeah, buddy.
I would say this is my number one because like I love MacGyver. You have solving the problem without guns. You have a fairly non-violent protagonist and a person who is like, if MacGyver came out today, it would be the subject like the way it was in the 80s, because like the newer MacGyver series is not. They nerfed it so hard. But
Yeah.
um if the 80s MacGyver series came out today with a character just like he was after season two, um, it would be culture war so hard, because like MacGyver for 1988 is woke like crazy. Like he's kind of a Lothario in the beginning, but he's a vegetarian at some points. He's a staunch environmentalist. He's ecologically minded. He's like climate minded. He's like super good and awesome and great at every goddamn thing in the world. And he's the
Why would
best.
you like this guy?
Yeah. Yeah. And probably if they did it today, he would, be cool. And I know that RDA is cool. Richard Dean Anderson's the guy that plays MacGyver. He will
Yeah,
show
yeah,
up
yeah.
later on my list. But
I wonder why.
and he's fucking great, because like after season two, MacGyver just kind of became Richard Dean Anderson, but at genius level. So like there's the hockey stuff, there's the environmentalist stuff, there's the no guns thing. Because the no guns thing has always been a MacGyver bit. That was the whole gimmick, is that he's a secret
Yeah, right.
agent without guns. But like that's a big RDA deal that he's not
He
a
doesn't like
gun guy.
guns. Yeah.
Also, he is a big donator to the Sea Shepherd organization, the whale and maritime marine life wildlife conservation
That's rad.
people. And I think because he donates to Sea Shepherd, he might be banned from ever entering Japan, which is a thing. Because the
Oh,
Japanese
wow.
government hates the Sea Shepherd organization, because they're the only country other than Norway, I think, that still legally does whaling.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What
Um,
a bummer.
what a bummer. What's your not bummer next show?
My next show is something that me and you talk about all the time. It's a little show called Soupy Natches.
Yeah,
Yeah,
baby.
Supernatural. I fucking love this show.
I love those guys.
When I first moved here, I would like watch TV all the time. And then I think it was like I was about a year after we moved here. Legitimately, it was when Netflix started streaming stuff. Like right after they stopped, right when they started being like, oh, well, also you can watch these movies on your Wii if you want to.
Oh
You know
my
what I
god.
mean? So
Man.
like I watched all of the first couple seasons of Supernatural, and then like I had a buddy that I worked with at Taco Bell who was like, I have them. I was like, can I borrow them? And I just like started watching them so hardcore, and I loved all the like when they started getting into the biblical stuff. I was like, hell yeah, like this is cool. I finally my knowledge is now being used in something I like. It was really cool. So yeah, plus the dynamics, the chemistry between Jensen and Jared is just fucking really awesome.
Yeah.
Uh, the stories, the writing, so cool. Uh, Jensen, I mean not Jensen. Fuck, I just forgot his name as I was talking.
Jared Padalecki.
No, no, no. Misha Collins. Yeah, Castiel.
Ass butt himself.
Yeah, Spud himself. Yeah, I love that show. So yeah, plus it's funny. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to try to watch it with my oldest. I think he'd really enjoy it. It's like the perfect amount of cheese, horror, and comedy. It's so
Yeah.
good.
I love a monster of the week
Yeah,
sort of
man.
deal, and the occult detective thing. And I think they're not as serious and
Right.
like alien conspiracy minded as like X-Files,
Hmm.
and they're not as like, I feel like Buffy is a tick on the extra silly side. It's kind of like a nice balance between that.
Yeah.
Plus they do a lot of just like
Out
them
there shit.
boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pow pow pow. And I know that's kind of like a very stereotypical, like I'm a dude and I want them boys driving around in a big old car shooting
Yeah,
them
right.
monsters. But that shit's cool. That's why I like Hellboy.
Right.
You know what I
Plus
mean?
plus they look at it and they like they know what they're doing. They turn it on its ear sometimes, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Especially with Dean, they'll just like they'll make Dean realize how his machismo is a little too
Yeah.
much, and he'll like question himself, or like look down, like, oh God. I love that stuff.
Oh man, I love Supernatural. Oh my
I
god.
seriously, yeah, I gotta start watching it. That's one of my That was back in the day. That was one of those shows I'd like just put on an episode I liked and fall asleep.
Supernatural.
But did you know that if you watch it on Netflix, they changed all the music? The only way you
Oh,
can
no
watch it with
way.
like the original music they played, which to me the music's a big part of it.
Yeah.
You have to have the DVD and the Blu-ray to like watch it with the original music.
Did they change the Carry On My Wayward Son thing from all the previously
They
on?
fucking better not have, as far as I know,
Holy
they have.
shit.
But like, if you watch it on like Netflix and stuff, there's a lot more of that like weird transitional music that's like do do do, you know, like weird shit. Where before it was probably like AC/DC's like But yeah,
Oh
what were you
man.
saying? I didn't mean to cut you off.
I don't remember. Oh, me and my wife never watched Supernatural until like they were on like season 10, I think.
Yeah, man.
Um and because I know Supernatural started in 2006, right? 2005.
I believe it was around then because I started watching it in like 2008,
Yeah, because
2009.
I remember in the comic shops there were Supernatural posters because they had some
Yeah.
comics. I need to see the anime series because there's a Supernatural anime series that
Yeah, I remember that. It was pretty gnarly.
I
Just like the
think
Devil May
Jen-
Cry anime series was fucking dope.
I think Jensen voiced Dean. Um I don't know if Jared
Jared?
Padalecki voiced Sam, but I don't know. But like I remember seeing it way back in the day, and I just never because I thought it was mostly about vampires because like it was
Yeah.
sold to me as like sort of Buffy,
Buffy, yeah. Buffy for bros.
and I was like, I have vampires. Not that I shit on Buffy or anything, but like
No.
I never used to like vampires at all, so I didn't watch it. And like me and my wife, like my wife got met this friend, and he was like, "Oh, you guys have to watch Supernatural." So we sat down and watched the first episode with them, and then we ended up binging all the way to season 8 on Netflix, like
Hell yeah,
within
man.
like a month, I think.
Yeah, man.
It was crazy.
It's always awesome to find a show like that that has like just an extensive library of episodes because that's not like one like how today they'll do like 8 episode arcs. That's like old school CW 28 episodes a fucking season. It's good shit, man. I miss that kind of stuff because I remember when I caught up to it because I watched it when there was already like 5 seasons out. When I finally caught up because I binged it, it was cool to come home from work and like hit up the old T sites, the torrent sites, and just be like season 1, episode 4. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
our season 9, episode 4. It was fucking cool. Oh man, I love that shit.
That was your number 3?
Yeah,
Oh, you're actually just going down your list.
I'm just
Okay.
reading down it, yeah, so I don't mess up and be like, which one did I do?
My one of my next ones, again, these are in no order, uh,
Mm,
is Stargate SG1 because
hell yeah.
I have to mention Stargate SG1 all the time because I fucking love that show. It's so great. Um, I loved watching that show with my dad. That was one of the things I connected with my dad about. I know we talk sometimes on the podcast about it. Like, I really didn't have a very close relationship with my dad, but the way we did interface was through science fiction.
Right.
And I just have so many good memories of sitting watching that show with my dad and being pissed off when Stargate SG1 was on Friday nights and we had to go to Easter play rehearsal for the church fucking Easter play. I was mad as hell, but I love Stargate SG1 again. Richard Dean Anderson, once he leaves the show, because he got a little old. He started I think he started the show when he was 46.
Oh wow.
So like he
Is he
got
still around?
oh yeah, he's like 76 right now, I think.
Yeah.
Um, I'd love to meet him at a convention
Oh, that'd
once,
be
just
rad.
once, to be like, hey, you're my parasocial father. But
That's rad.
I don't know. He just seems like the coolest dude, and the characters, the way they work together, the way everything works, the it gives me some of my favorite vibes, which are like uh cheesy 90s science fiction television. I
Right.
love because it's right on that cusp of it came right at the tail end of episodic sci-fi storytelling before Lost hit and before everything became serialized, super serialized. Like later in the show, it became super serialized. But
Hmm.
um, I don't know. It's got cheese. It's got goofy props. It's got some sillies in it. There's people. Dom DeLuise shows up. It's
Hell yeah.
wonderful. I love that show. Oh, it's
That
fucking
sounds
great.
so awesome.
And if you haven't seen it, check it out. It is kind of old school, but it did start in 1997, so
That's the one that has to do with
be
the thing
aware.
on his forehead, right?
Yeah, his name
Yeah.
is Teal'c, and he has a larval form of a space brain slug in his stomach. It's a whole
Hell
thing.
yeah.
It's rad.
Yes. I know I saw that dude's picture a lot and I saw like the poster for that the video store we used to go to. And I remember seeing like clips of it on the Sci-Fi Channel all the time.
Hmm.
And I saw a clip a couple of days ago that apparently Wayne Brady was on an episode of
Oh, really? I did not know that.
it. My next one, I got Peaky Blinders. This is one of my favorite shows because I grew up watching a lot of like mafia and mobster stuff. So I always liked the organized crime, like crime family kind of stuff.
Hmm.
And I'm really big into like Irish culture and things like that. So when I found out that this took place like in Birmingham and it was like an Irish type mafia and it had Cillian Murphy in it, and for some reason like when he's like broody, like I really think that's really cool. He can play like a tough dude really well. And the writing in this show is really cool. There's like things that deal with like PTSD because of the World War and shit like that. And it has like his brother Arthur had a lot of stuff going on with him. The way that they do other families coming in and try to do their territory and stuff. The acting in it is just fucking incredible. But the
Oh,
writing's
yeah.
really cool too because it's like really empowering for women in certain ways because there's a matriarch of the family rather than a patriarch.
Oh,
And
cool.
it's like, yeah, it's really good. I really dig it. Plus, I always love era shit, and it takes place in like 1912 and stuff. So, really cool stuff,
Oh, that's
man.
rad.
I recommend it to anybody. A new movie of it just came out. I
Oh,
I
really?
never yeah, I never watched the last season they made because my brain will do that. Like if I really like something when they make the last one, I won't watch it because it'll be like, then it's over forever.
The
But
movie was a prequel, or is that the Sopranos one was a
that's the
prequel?
Sopranos one. The Peaky Blinders movie is a sequel for sure because it deals with Tommy Shelby's son, and Tommy Shelby's the guy that's like the main character in the show.
Um,
So yeah.
I don't know. I think I started watching Peaky Blinders with my wife, but like anything with gray morality kind of gives me the ick. So I don't really follow
That's
shows
definitely
like that.
got that. It's
Yeah, I don't.
100% got that because he's like, yeah, he's got like a Yeah, he's like it's a Robin Hood kind of vibe, you know
Mhm.
what I mean? So I get what you're saying, but then sometimes he's like, I'm gonna go over what I believe and go a little bit further than I should. And I'm gonna kill this fucking guy.
This fucking guy. This fucking guy.
But yeah,
Um, I don't know. I really like my um hero villain dynamics and a clear
ow.
protagonist.
Yeah.
Well, I guess your protagonist could be the villain too. That just is your guy,
Mm-hmm.
But my next show is Legendary Defender Voltron. Now, I absolutely loved OG 1984 Voltron. This might just cover Voltron in general, and
Uh-huh.
there is a
Uh-huh.
theme to a lot of what I say. Um, and there's a really fucking great giant robot, but I really do believe that Legendary Voltron is one of the best American giant robot pieces of media that's ever been made.
Hmm.
Um, it's phenomenal. The characters are terrific. I believe it was written and done by the people who did the original Avatar: The Last Airbender,
Oh, really?
which is why it's such a well done show.
That's really
Um,
cool.
yeah, you get a lot of cool stuff. A lot of my favorite things, like giant transforming robots. There's not nearly enough giant transforming robots in the show, but by the end, it all pays off and
Yeah.
it's so fucking great. And of course, there's a bunch of complaining by the fucking chuds because there's a gay guy. Oh
Oh
my, oh
no!
no, we
The
can't have a gay man.
agenda.
Yeah, not my penis. My penis is only for vagines. Um, and I don't know, and one of the characters is more of a masculine presenting person, but they still identify as a woman. So that
Right.
dickheads, were fucking
These
dickheads about that.
motherfuckers.
But yeah, I fucking love that show, and it has one of the coolest super. They know what they're doing. They do
Yeah.
Super Robot very well in that show, and there's some fun science fiction concepts, and it does do that science fantasy thing very, very well. But I would say I would cover all of Voltron for that. But Legendary Defender, I have all the comic books. I have the giant super deluxe transforming 5 lion combiner that my wife bought me. I was like, I
Mm.
cannot believe you spent this much money on a toy. And she's like, yeah, that's for your birthday. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe you. She's like, I had to go to like 7. This was before we were boycotting Target, though, before
Yeah. Oh
Target was
yeah.
a bunch of
Yeah.
dickheads.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I
she
got
went to
some
like
cool stuff from
5 different
Target. Yeah.
Targets to find the 5 different lions. I'm like, you are supporting my bad habits, and I love you. Oh, my beard.
That's awesome. Is
So
that like your holy grail gift from her?
I would, well, it's going to be weird because one of my favorite figures, I can't reach it from where I'm sitting. My favorite figure she ever got me was this knockoff cheesy Chinese fake Godzilla, but it's in all transparent glitter orange vinyl.
Yeah.
And she got it off wish.com when that was still a thing.
Oh,
I
nice.
love the Voltron robot, but like that one has a special place in my. She also found me a bunch of random Ultraman monsters that
Yeah.
like I don't know how she found them in America, because at that point, like in time, you couldn't get this stuff in America without like uh Japanese buyers and stuff, and like spending a
Right.
lot in shipping. But fucking yeah, OG Voltron. Even okay, I'm gonna say something controversial.
Oh
Lion
shit.
Force slept on.
Okay.
Lion Force is real slept
I'm not
on.
gonna
I don't.
argue with you because I don't know what it is.
Lion Force introduced the mechanic of being able to switch the center lion,
Okay.
because like traditionally it's just the black lion is the center,
All right.
arms, legs, whatever, all form the head, all that shit. But in Lion Force, to fit the situation, the animation was kind of poop, but to fit the situation, they could switch the lion in the middle, which would give Voltron different abilities.
Oh, that's pretty rad.
Yeah. The Tom Jolly written DD Devil's Due Press comics that they
Yeah.
later released on Boom were really fucking good. The Boom Studios Voltron. I think it's Boom Studios. Hold on. I don't think I can see that far. I can't. I'm an old man. Holy shit. It's Dynamite. Sorry, Dynamite Comics.
Dynamite. Yeah.
The Dynamite Voltrons are really good. There's one that's horrendous and shitty because the art is just poop. But oh, they go back in time. There's a whole thing that oh my god. I like Voltron.
I could not tell.
What do you like?
Um, my holy grail gift from my wife is this freaking huge ass nightlight right here. I don't know if you can see it right there.
Oh,
It was
yo.
when I was like 4, my godmother got me that exact nightlight. And when like my parents were arguing or like I didn't have like dinner that night and shit, I'd be laying
Mm.
there. I'd stare at that nightlight, and it would help me fall asleep. So I used to tell her about it, and I found a picture of it when I was a kid. And then one birthday, I opened this box, and it was that fucking nightlight.
Oh my
That,
god,
and it
dude.
was before I went to therapy and stuff, so I couldn't cry. Like I used to have like a physical
Oh
response to crying, so I just like
no.
locked up, and then because you recorded it in the video, I'm just like click, I locked up.
And
So
for audio listeners, describe what you just showed me if they're
like
not doing the video.
I just like my shoulders like lock into place, and I
The
can't breathe
nightlight,
for a
you
second.
fool.
Oh, you idiot! The nightlight, it's like a big plastic mold of Batman walking away from Gotham City, and he's holding the sides of his cape, and you
It's
can see like the silhouette of the city in the background and the moon over his head, and it like lights up.
And when he says nightlight, it's like a 2 foot tall,
Yeah.
sick ass thing. It's not like a little
No, it's
chintzy gimmick.
fucking yeah, it's really big.
Awesome.
It's one of my favorite things. That's why I like asking like what your favorite gift is because that's my favorite one. And everyone, especially nerds, always have a really cool like story about like a specific little toy or something. It's
Mhm.
always dope to hear that. I love that. But yeah, my next show is The Muppets, the OG Muppets. I used to watch a lot of this
Like the
shit when I
Muppet
was
Show.
yeah, The Muppet Show,
Like
yeah.
it's time to light the
Like
lights,
yeah,
Muppets.
yep. It's time to make the music. Those motherfuckers. Because my
Yeah, I
favorite
love puppets.
episode is the Vincent Price episode.
Yes, absolutely.
I love that show. I like watching it now with my
Oh,
kids because they have no idea who the special guests are.
right.
It's all brand new to them. And then they're just like, why is this person here?
Who is
Because,
this weirdo?
right, they know like the like weird Muppets and stuff like that, like the side story characters and shit. And then they just see like Loretta Lynn and they're like, what the fuck? Who is this?
Hey, hey, show some respect. Her dad was a coal mine. Show
You
some
know what I'm
respect.
saying? Plus, it's like it's just I love like old weird comedy. Not weird, but you know what I mean. Just like classic comedic bits. Like I mentioned Abbott and Costello all the fucking time,
Hmm.
but that's like in the same kind of vein. And to throw puppets in there, I love me a puppet, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I love puppets so much. If I can get my hands on a puppet, I become a completely different person.
That's the power of puppets, right?
Yeah,
Like
right.
you literally just imbue them with like life. It's
Hmm.
crazy.
When my kids were little, I had a little Italian guy puppet, like a little chef, that like sometimes when we were making pizza, I'd pop him out. And I have like a video of Grayson when he's like a year and a half, and I'm
That's
like talking
rad.
to him. He's like, "There's a pizza in there." I'm like, "It's a pizza? Oh my goodness, what does it have on it?"
That's awesome, dude. Oh, I
Yeah,
love it.
his name was Chef Rigatoni.
Dude, I have always wanted to make a puppet Stone Cold and just have him be Uncle Steve
Uncle Steve.
and like he just show up because like I could figure out how to make a bald headed puppet with a goatee and a vest on
Oh
and
yeah, man.
make his head do the yeah,
Yeah,
what,
sideways.
do the little rod for his hand so he can do the what.
These little fake
um,
beer bottles.
yeah. Um, my next one is Star Trek Voyager. I fucking love Star Trek Voyager.
Is that the one where the captain is the lady with her thing around her eye?
No, that's not the captain. She's technically the stellar cartography officer.
But it is the one with the female
Yes,
captain,
the
right?
lady captain, which my wife knows weirdly,
The
even though I've
lady?
never met her. Yeah, uh, my wife's childhood friend, her dad married that lady. It's
Yeah,
her
excuse
stepmom.
me, that actress.
Yeah, that
Let's
actress,
put some
Kate
respect on her.
Mulgrew. She's great.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I fucking love that show. I also credit science fiction in the 1990s with making me a progressive person. Because the way I was brought up in church, if I wouldn't have had those 1990s science fiction shows, I probably would be some fucking traditionalist values guy.
Yeah,
If I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
see Captain Janeway, if I didn't see, Gates McFadden, Dr. Crusher, if I didn't see, stuff like MacGyver just being a decent human to everybody despite whatever their gender was. Um, Dana Scully, the little bit of X Files that I got to see of Dana Scully being rad.
Yeah, man.
Milana Torres, she's like the ship's security weapons officer. No, she's the engineer. She's the engineer of the whole ship,
Yeah.
you know? And I
Hmm.
feel like, despite the fact that Seven of Nine, that's the lady with the thing on her eye, she was definitely the fan service coded character. Because she had the slinky outfit. But like, even despite that, that show was such cool representation for ladies. And it's just like, why can't a woman be the captain of a starship? And I'm sure if that came out today, the chuds would be having a culture war over that, or they're
Right.
killing my properties or whatever. I fucking love I love Star Trek
She's
Voyager.
too emotional to be a captain.
She's fucking great. She's great. It's got great Star Trek. It's good Star Trek.
Right.
There's a couple problems as to like why they wouldn't customize the ship as if like they're never getting home. But they decide to keep all Starfleet regulations. So
Yeah.
like nobody has a homie bit. It's kind
Oh,
of
I
weird.
get you.
But there are some really cool science fiction concepts. I fucking love it. They have their own sort of Star Trek store brand predators in that universe. In
Really?
the Delta Quadrant, yeah, they're called the Hirogen. And their whole thing
Ooh,
is that they hunt. So at
nice.
one point, they take over the Voyager and turn the entire ship into holodecks, and everybody is in World War II, and the
Mhm.
crew of the Voyager is the French Resistance, and the Hirogen are all Nazis.
Oh wow.
And so they're doing like real French resistance tactics of like all this shit. It's that was like a three-parter episode. So cool.
That sounds really cool. Wow.
And I love Star Trek. Star Trek, fuck you.
All right, my next one is a little show called Mystery Incorporated. This was a show that came out a few years ago. It was an animated show. It was another adaptation of Scooby-Doo, but it was
Oh,
very much more serious. It had an arcing story throughout the seasons, every episode connected. They still did like a Monster of the Week kind of thing,
how did I
but
hear about this?
it was like they did a Monster of the Week kind of thing per episode, but there was still like an ever like entangling story throughout all of them. And it was about like there used to be an older Mystery Incorporated back in the 50s, and like they're trying to figure out what happened to them and stuff like that. And
What?
it turned out like I think it was that Fred's dad used to be in it and stuff like that. It was like this really cool like and then like it was all Warner Brothers, so there was like Warner Brothers Easter eggs throughout the whole series. Like there's one episode where there's like this the monster of the week is there's these alligators that have overtaken this like hotel,
Hmm.
and the family that stops at the hotel are the Griswolds from the vacation movies.
What?
Yeah, and it's just like if you don't know that, it's not a big deal, but like it's them, it's Chevy Chase, it's the fucking station wagon, it's all of it. But it's yeah, and it's done seriously. It's not like it's funny, but you get what I'm saying. Like it takes itself very seriously where it's like the writing is more adult in themes, but it's still for kids.
I'm watching this shit. Holy
It's
fuck.
on Netflix. Yeah,
No way.
it's only two seasons. They never finished it from what they wanted, but it's so
How did I
fucking
not
good,
hear
man.
about it? I love Scooby Doo.
Then you love this. It's the the animation's really interesting too. It's nothing I've ever really seen before, and it's got like you know how one of the coolest thing about Hanna-Barbera is the backgrounds, the painted
Hmm.
backgrounds.
Yeah.
This is has some of the coolest artwork for backgrounds as far as like it looks like paintings, but like
Oh,
it looks like watercolor paintings that's outlined with black ink. You know what I mean?
oh shit, dude. I'm watching this today. I fucking love Scooby Doo. Like, oh
And
man.
you got Matty Lills as Shaggy, the best
No
voice. Yeah, yeah.
fucking, are you serious?
I swear, man, it's so good. And oh man, I don't want to spoil it from you if you're gonna watch it because there's actually some
Oh, I'm
really cool
watching it.
twists and stuff. Like there's like one of the main characters is like their friend who runs a radio station who's like a lady who has like a big afro, and
Mhm.
she like helps them figure out like clues and shit like that. That's fucking awesome.
Is she the radio lady from the Warriors?
It's exactly what they're going for.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Oh
It's really
my
cool. And then
God.
there's a guy like I'll give you this because I know you'll love this. Basically, they find a tape and the first thing you hear on it is "Hello, Mystery Incorporated."
Yeah. Dude, I am so fucking sold on this right now. Like, I am going to watch this as soon as this call is over. Like,
Yeah,
I'm so fucking excited. I love Scooby. Did you ever read the comics, the sort
Scooby
of serious
Apocalypse.
one? Yeah.
Yeah, I have them right over there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because
Um,
Jim Lee did the creature design on those too.
oh yeah, yeah. I forgot
Yeah,
you're a
yeah,
big Jim
yeah.
Lee guy.
Oh yeah, and
Um,
just it's just Scooby. Scooby's my dude. Like, look, I just get he sits next to me every day.
he has a Sherlock Holmes
Sherlock
ear
Holmes
stalker.
Scooby.
I'm done. I'm done. Some of my literal greatest video gaming memories are playing Scooby-Doo games
Oh,
on the
really? I've never
GameCube.
played
Yeah.
any.
I fucking love those shitty platformer Scooby-Doo games on the
Uh-huh.
GameCube. Oh my God. I think Night of a Thousand Frights, like they're terrible. They're bad
Oh
games.
yeah, I'm sure.
But oh man, I love them so
Do
much.
you
Because
watch any of the animated movies?
oh yeah, 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 yeah,
Have you
yeah.
watched any of the newer ones?
Not really.
There's one called Franken-Creepy that is literally I will die on this hill as the greatest Scooby-Doo movie that's ever been made. Like
It's better than Zombie
animated,
Island.
animated. Yes, yes, yes. I think it's better than Zombie
Really?
Island because it takes the pantheon of all the Scooby-Doo villains and incorporates them into this one story, and the animation is really good. The animation is actually like fucking phenomenal. It almost looks like one of those like 90s like movies where they take the cartoon and upscale it. You know, like the extra shadows and all that kind of shit. And the story is Velma finds out that she has an uncle in Pennsylvania, kind of, it's Pennsylvania something. It's Transylvania in Pennsylvania. And she goes there and it turns out like her uncle was like a Frankenstein kind of dude, and she has to create this monster. Like something takes over her and she decides to create the monster. So Velma becomes the heel, and it's like something
What?
you've never seen before. And the monster she creates is like a an amalgamation of like monsters that they fought before.
Dude,
And
come
I don't want to tell
on.
you the rest of it in case you watch it because there's a twist. It's so good,
I'm
dude.
so excited.
If
It's
you
called
can't,
Super Creepy.
Franken creepy.
Franken Creepy. It's gonna be a Scooby Doo day. My wife is
Dude.
gone for most of the day, so I'm gonna watch it. Dude,
I
I
love that movie
lo-
so much that I haven't got a copy of it yet because it's hard to find.
Mhm.
So every time we go somewhere, I'll ask Danielle, I'm like, do they have Franken Creepy? Do they have Franken Creepy? And she'll look for me actively. I don't even have to ask her anymore. And she'll be like, they don't have it.
It's not streaming anywhere.
No, but I can download it. I can watch it. I would just this is one of those ones I'd love to have in my hands. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean?
I remember
So
I used to have all of them leading up to like you remember they were like when they redid Scooby Doo.
yeah.
They had there was like five main ones.
hmm
There was like Zombie Island, Cyber Chase,
13
Witch's
the which
Curse.
is the 13 Ghosts. Scooby-Doo and the 13 Ghosts is one they did recently. Wait, the Witch's Ghost. Because the Witch's Ghost is my favorite one. Because Danielle got me like a bunch of Hex Girl shit for my birthday one year.
Yeah. But I don't know. I was allowed to watch Scooby Doo when I was a kid because I think my mom loved Scooby Doo when she was a kid.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But like,
We had
fuck.
illegal cable, and that was the early days of Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
So I just watched Hanna-Barbera like nonstop, and every night at 7, Scooby-Doo would come on for like 4 hours, and I would just watch it.
Speaking of Hanna-Barbera,
hmm
one of the shows on my list is Johnny Quest.
Oh, yes. The
Johnny
original or the
Quest,
90s one?
both. I have to say both because
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
Real Adventures is so fucking cool.
That's the
It has
90s one, right?
Yeah, literally the
Yes.
all-timer, unbelievable, super uber awesome best theme song of all time
I
that
know
has
when
ever
those
been
drums
made.
kick in, bro.
Yeah. It gets me hype as fuck, my
And
guy.
then the strings, boom, boom, boom.
Um, and just like, uh, racist Bannon be damned, but like it's from the 60s. Everybody's a fucking racist in the 60s. That's just how they communicate with people. But like the backgrounds, the Doug Wildy designs, the idea of just globe-trotting adventure boy and his friend, and he has an animal companion. His dad's a genius, and they have a shoot man. It's just, oh, it's so cool.
It is really cool. The 90s one I used to watch nonstop.
Yeah, I really want the 90s comics.
Yeah.
Because I had one of my first comics purchases I ever made was a Real Adventures of Johnny Quest comic that had like two one-shot adventures in it,
Mhm.
and I did not understand what was going on at all. I think one of them was part of the ongoing story, but one of them
Uh-huh.
was a one shot, so I didn't know what was going on in the ongoing story. But it was like Johnny and Race Bannon fighting animatronic monsters that they didn't realize were animatronic or Hollywood special effects. So there's all these horrible monsters like eating Race Bannon, and I'm like, this is the coolest shit I've ever seen in my life. And I wish I would have saved my Johnny Quest Real Adventures action figures. Like,
Yeah.
just the designs are so cool. I did find out later, several years ago, actually, that Johnny Quest is a total ripoff of somebody else's idea. And the guy actually
Oh
tried to
no.
sue them because they just took his idea. And it's like
That's horrible.
science base on an island, two best friends getting into science based adventures. There's robots, there's mummies, there's all this shit. I think it's Tom Swift, I believe. I don't know, but it's like the same thing. It's a very
Damn.
50s idea.
Sons of bitches.
Where are we at?
My next one, I have Auntie Donna's Coffee Cafe. So
Oh,
Auntie Donna is my favorite comedy group. They
mhm.
are hilarious. They're from Australia. They started on YouTube about 10 years ago, I think. Or maybe even no, it's gotta be longer. No, around 10 years ago. because the first time I saw one of their videos, it was like a couple of nights before my wedding, and my brother-in-law was over our apartment, and like we were all like, it was like we were all prepping for the wedding, but I
Mhm.
was just scanning through YouTube and I found this video called Bikey Wars, and it was this dude who was dressed like a biker, and he was singing this song about being a biker, but it was like a musical, and he's like, I'm a bikey man from a bikey gang making my living by selling crack, and it's just like,
Oh my
what the
god.
fuck is going on? And then like it's just, it was so silly and it was ridiculous, and I laughed till I cried, and I rewound it and watched it like 7 times. Then
Oh
I
my
found
god,
the
dude.
rest of the videos, kept watching them, and I was dying. It became like my favorite thing. And then eventually they made a TV show for Netflix that was really funny. Like it was cool seeing like their progression, like as YouTubers making sketches, like to
Mhm.
having a fucking Netflix show. But it was cool following them because like Eric Idle showed up to one of their shows when they were touring
Oh
and shit.
wow.
Like it was just cool seeing them grow and grow. But they recently came out a show with a show. It was just in Australia that's called Auntie Donna's Coffee Cafe, where it's like an actual like storyline. Each episode is connected,
Oh.
but there's sketches and skits woven through it. So it's really funny and really random. There's an episode where like everything is like turning into cake, and it wasn't like they're trying to prank people. Like they come up to a girl, they give her a cup of water, and she like goes to drink it, and it's cake. And then she's like, "Are there nuts in this?" And he's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Can you give me my EpiPen?" Turns out it's cake. Then he goes to get a fucking defibrillator. It's cake.
Oh
And
no.
they're just like panicking, freaking out. But yeah, if you can find it. They also do like this one bit that's one of my favorites where like they're doing a court bit, and then they're like, all right, we're gonna take a recess. And then it cuts to like all the judges and shit at recess on a playground. And I'm
Mhm.
like, that's so silly and stupid. But then the joke is then they leave the playground, and then Mark, one of the guys, comes out of the bathroom still dressed as a judge. And all of a sudden a teacher comes up and she's like, what are you doing here? And he's like, what? And he's like, why are you here on this playground? And he's like, oh, I'm just with them, and everyone's gone. And he's like, no, but I'm with,
Oh.
and then it turns super serious, and like four teachers come up, they're like, why are you here at a playground for kids? And they take him to the office and shit, and it keeps cutting back to him. Every time it does, it's like not funny. Like
Oh my god.
but that's what makes it funny. Like there he's like showing him his ID, and he's like sitting there freaking.
Oh, that sounds so fucking funny, dude.
So yeah, if you can ever watch it, there's clips on YouTube, or if you're able to download it from some types of sites, you can find it. Auntie Donna's Coffee Cafe. All right, what do you got, buddy?
I have the original 1966 Ultraman TV series.
Nice.
I loved American Tokusatsu when I was a kid, even though I wasn't allowed to watch it. I snuck watched VR Troopers. I snuck watched Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad, and like I got a Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad robot, not robot, servo action figure.
Mm,
As a kid, my dad was like, "That looks like Ultraman,"
you're like
and
the
I was like,
what you say.
"Oh, the what you say? You fucking what, mate?" And he explained to me what Ultraman was, and it was over, buddy. I found it on DVD because they released back in the day when you couldn't actually find the stuff on DVD. Now you can get it on Amazon, whatever. Have
Right.
fun. Fuck you kids. We used to have to struggle for this shit. I got it on DVD and I just watched it and watched it and watched it. I wore those discs out. Like
Yeah,
I still have that box set, but it does not play.
I
Um
bet, dude. That's
uh,
crazy.
I love, giant monsters, the camp elements of it, the oh, it's just so good. Practical effects, explosions, the insane science fiction concepts,
Dudes in suits.
dudes in suits. It's the best shit. Again, there's always a theme. There's gonna be some fucking giant robots and giant monsters because that's my favorite fucking shit. Other than like
Mhm.
the thing, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, right,
Not
right.
John Carpenter's The Thing, like Fantastic Four The Thing.
No, I feel you, dude. I knew what you meant. These people might not, but I know what you meant.
What do you mean these people?
These people
These
listening,
these nice folks
these
here.
people, these fucking jabronis.
Hey, I'll don't call these nice people
Does
jabronis.
when people say jabronis, does that make you want beefaroni from Chef Boyardee? Because that's me, man. That's me
It
right there.
it does not, in fact, make me want beef aroni. Uh, I think you
Anyway.
need to talk to your therapist.
Now, great. When I bring that up with my therapist, they're gonna be like, "You all right?" You okay?
When I think about coming, I just want spaghettios. Oh, oh, oh.
No, I was like, uh-oh, uh-oh,
Spaghettio.
uh-oh,
Uh-oh.
spaghetti-o.
Oh, when you come, you say uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I made him. Donnie made a mess.
That's
Oh
gross.
God.
That's gross. All right, my next show I got Mr. Robot. I watched this for the first time a couple months ago, and it blew my fucking mind. I wasn't expecting much of it. I like put it on in the background. Clearly it's a show about a hacker. If anyone's heard of it, that's like the gist of it. You get that part. But it gets really deep into mental health, like
Oh yeah.
hardcore, and like people with trauma that
Hmm.
isn't talked about a lot, and I wasn't expecting as I was watching it. And a lot of the times they covered themes that were super personal to me, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? Because like it seemed like it was written by a person who had gone through it before. There's some stuff about essay and stuff like that.
Sure.
And when they talk about it, they talk about it from his perspective, and creating personalities in your head that help you cope with it and things like that. And it's just like things that no one talks about. And it was just it blew my mind, and it was like this feeling of feel like being seen that I never felt before, and like
Sure.
it being represented in a way that was like this. You don't just feel like you've been used, you feel like a person. And it was like crazy. And then having him explain symptoms of his, personality disorders and things like that. Again, things that I legitimately was diagnosed with, and like hearing it being represented was like, and him talk about not feeling like himself today because of such and such. And it was like,
Yeah.
it really fucked with me, man. It made me cry.
Sure.
And that never happened before where a TV show made me cry.
Mm.
So it really struck a chord with me. And I do suggest anybody watch it because the writing is impeccable. I know I say that a lot about all these shows, but I like it for a fucking reason.
Yeah.
What do you got, buddy?
I have Sequest DSV, which is basically just Star Trek Next Generation underwater, but submarine stuff, and I love it. I fucking love
Oh
that show.
no.
It's
Oh
great.
no.
There's a talking dolphin. How dare you?
Is
The
he
guy with gills.
a talking dolphin? Uh-huh. Does he like all the other dolphins? Is he a raper?
He's a raper. Did you see the thing about the dolphins that will steal pufferfish and then like bite the pufferfish and get high?
No.
They
What the
found these
fuck?
they found these juvenile dolphins that will steal pufferfish and then like slightly bite them and like let the toxins just trip them out. They float around like they're fucked up.
That is the
It's
funniest shit I've
crazy.
heard. That sounds like something from like Shark Tale 2.
Um, yeah, there's talking dolphin. Guy from Jaws is there. Ted Raimi.
What the
D-
fuck?
yeah, Don Franklin. I love Don Franklin. There's a lady doctor, redheaded lady doctor.
Oh, there we
I
go.
wonder why I have weird predilections.
There we
And
go.
put some respect on Jonathan Brandis's name because he's great. He is fucking terrific in that show. It's great.
R.I.P.
It's a good show. And there's submarines.
Hell yeah, man.
But the shorter that's discussed, the better.
Yeah, thank you for that acknowledgement. Uh, my next one, I'm gonna skip over this one. I might mention it later just as a throwaway because there's only 4 seasons of it that are good. Flight of the Conchords is my next one. I love comedy, I love songs, and I love people that aren't American. So yeah, Flight of the Conchords is great for all three of those.
Yeah. Jermaine Clement is so fucking funny.
Yes, he is. And then Brett McKenzie is a fucking genius. He won an Oscar for writing Man or a Muppet for the Muppet movie.
Oh,
Come
really?
on. Yeah, yeah, dude.
I did not know he
Motherfucker
wrote
got an
that.
Oscar. But yeah, I love Flight of the Conchords. That was some of the first, their songs were some of the first songs I learned how to play when I learned the guitar. So yeah,
Who
I
gave you
like,
that preposterous hypothesis? Is it
yep,
Steve, perchance? Steve.
Steve. Mm. I learned how to play If You Want Me To by them. Played that for my wife when we
Oh
first
my
met.
god, dude. I fucking that show's so great.
Yeah. So yeah, and plus it's got like a lot of like comedians from New York that were just getting big at the time. Like that was like one of Kristen Shaw's first shows before she
Mhm.
got really big as a voice actor. So,
And what is she? Who'd she ever beat?
Louise and Bob's Burgers,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
you know what I'm talking about. Her
Hell
voice
yeah.
is very famous now.
Mm, yeah. Oh fuck, I used to have most of the Flight of Concord songs memorized
I think I have
lyrically.
all of them. Like I even bootlegged like all the ones from their live shows and the ones from the show that never got released because they only
Mhm,
did like one song. They did like 3 to 2 songs an episode, but they only released maybe 10 of them per
mhm.
album. So there's like 12 songs from each season that didn't get released. It's
The
fucking
distant
nuts.
future, the year 2000.
I was listening to that in the car with Grayson yesterday when I dropped him off at school. He was like, "I really like this." I was like, "I bet you do, because that's great."
It's great. Speaking of something else that's great and also funny, Psych. I fucking love Psych. Again,
Mhm.
mysteries, weird detectives. He's not really a weird detective. He's just an asshole and a child in a man's body. But I fucking love Dule Hill and James Roday's relationship in that show. It's so funny. They do so many cool things. It has my favorite Tim Curry performance in it.
Yeah.
Uh so fucking funny.
I've
Uh
never seen it.
God, dude, it's so fun. It's like detective shit, but it's
Yeah.
a comedy and it's very outlandish and very strange.
And he's basically conning everybody, right? Like they think he's a
Yeah,
psychic.
they think he's a psychic, but he's just like Sherlock Holmes level um
Good at being
obs-
a detective.
yeah, observation, and he drags his friend into it, and his friend is a pharmaceutical salesman that does not want to be there.
Oh yeah, I definitely gotta
And
check
they're
it out.
so fucking funny.
I've
Oh
seen a
my
lot
god.
of clips of it that were really good.
It's got that Vancouverness to it.
Yes.
They're supposed to be in San Diego
Oh,
or
that makes
Santa
sense.
Cruz, California. I forget. I think
Mm.
it might be Santa Cruz because I think it's San Diego. Santa Barbara. It's Santa Barbara.
Oh,
They're
okay.
supposed to be in Santa Barbara. Um, but it's definitely Vancouver because it's supposed to be summertime in California and they're wearing sweaters, my guy. There's a lot of pine trees in old Santa Barbara. A lot of pine trees. And you just tell it's Vancouver and it's fucking great. And
Hell
it's
yeah.
so some of their jokes are the funniest shit.
Yeah.
The come on son. Uh like they just have some of the best running bits. Fuck.
Oh, I love stuff like that. Yeah. I'll
Dule
definitely
is
check it out.
so fucking
It's
funny.
probably on Hulu, right? I'll
Mhm.
check it out on there.
Maybe. I'm not sure. I know
It
what
depends
the
on what it was originally aired on. Like if it's an NBC, it's probably on fucking Peacock.
it was on USA.
It might be on Hulu then.
And they have all these fucking great running jokes. And what they do, the principal conceit of the show is that every episode is they take Sean and Gus and put them in a different, very specific world that they're in.
Okay.
So one time they're in like space camp. And then one time there's a slasher movie that happens, and one time like they deal with bounty hunters,
Oh shit.
and like it's cool.
That sounds rad.
Yeah, it's such a great show. And one entire episode is him reenacting the Breakfast Club like a total lunatic, while everybody else around him is like, "You're an idiot," and he's like dressed like Judd Nelson the whole time. He's
That's
like, "I'll
awesome.
be over here in the corner, flaring my nostrils dramatically." It's a
Yeah, I
very
gotta
funny.
check that out. Holy shit.
And he's like the biggest thing is he's a child in a man's body, not like cognitively, just he's
No,
super
no, his
immature.
his personality and
Yeah.
shit. I love me a dude like that, especially in a TV show. Makes it more entertaining for sure. Um, my last one, I got Broadchurch.
Oh my god,
Have you
dude.
ever watched that show?
Yeah. Oh fuck. That
It's
fucked me up.
It did me too. All of it, all of it. I've been trying to get Danielle to watch it because it was so good, and I was like, I'll watch it again. I would love to watch it again because
Oh
it's so intense,
yeah.
and that's the show that made me fall in love with David Tennant. Like I always like heard of him. I've seen him in other things before, but like him in this show, dude,
Oh,
holy fuck, it's so good.
he's so good. And what's the lady's name? The lady's super famous now.
It's Olivia Colman.
Olivia, yeah.
She's
Oh
so
god.
fucking good in that show too. Everybody in that show is amazing. The first season though is just something different because
Yeah.
it's like everyone was firing on all cylinders as far as acting, but the way that it's all blended together and the way that the story ties together, and it's just such a gut punch because it's just like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on? Like,
Yeah.
who did what? Why did it happen? What was happening? Like, because you never get full answers. And
Hmm.
then even the second and the third season continues part of the first season.
Oh my god, dude.
And like each season is its own like little
So
crime
good.
story. There's only three seasons, I believe, and this year, the guy that created it in an interview said there will never be another one,
Oh
which
yeah.
is like a big bummer, but like totally respect. You know what I mean?
Well, didn't they complete the story though?
Yeah, they did, but they also left it a little bit to where you're like want to know what happens to David Tennant's character, like
Mm.
as if the story goes on. You want there to be more, but it makes sense for there to be
Oh
none.
yeah.
You
Fuck.
know that?
What a great show. I remember the first season made me just like I had to complete watching it because it was so engaging.
Yeah, man. There was
Oh
a
my god.
I think I watched that and Peaky Blinders in like the same summer. Because like I just would like I was like these seem interesting, and like I just fucking barreled through them. I was just like this is so good, man. But Broadchurch is something else, man. And each season is or each series as they like to call it. But yeah, that's all I got. What's your last one, my dude? You got one
Um,
more?
I do have one more. And I'm kind of conflicted. Um, it covered so I feel like my list is more like a vibes list than a actual favorite shows thing
Okay.
because a lot of these shows fit similar vibes. Like Sequest and Voyager kind of fit similar vibes, which kind of fits similar vibes with Stargate and I um but I have I'm kind of conflicted because I kind of want to mention a different show,
You can
but
throw one out there just to mention it really quick. Like
yeah,
I'll throw out Dexter. I like Dexter the first four seasons.
I feel like my honorable mention is like G Gundam, Mobile Fighter G Gundam. It was like the
Okay.
first anime I really got into that wasn't like Speed Racer, you know.
Mm,
Um, and that fucking blew my mind. I mean,
yeah.
um my honorable mention, but I think my last one is as vibes based as everything else. It's Beastmaster the TV series,
Okay. Yeah, I've seen
which
that.
like it's so low budget
Yeah.
and it's like extreme. It's even more low budget than Xena and Hercules, and it kind of scratches that low budget fantasy itch. It has all the cool fantasy tropes. Like Beastmaster's such a cool character because he talks to animals. Like who doesn't want to talk to animals? You know what I mean? But it's
Oh
got
yeah.
like a bunch of weirdos hanging around in New Zealand pretending to kick and punch each other. Um, and it covers those vibes like Xena. And have you ever seen a show called Roar?
No.
It was only on, I think, for 2 seasons. It had Heath Ledger, like
What?
super baby young Heath Ledger, and it was about Celts and
Okay.
the Roman invasion of Britain.
Oh shit.
Uh, and there was like magical elements. It was definitely a fantasy show because one of the bad guys was literally the Roman centurion that stabbed Jesus on the cross,
Oh
Longinus.
God.
Yeah, and he was like this immortal centurion from like 1,000 years ago, and they had Celtic magic and all this stuff. It was such a good show.
It
And
sounds cool.
it scratches all those itches, like your fantasy stuff, your Mystic Knights of Tir na Nog.
Mm.
Um, I love that shit. And like Beastmaster's cool because I don't know, maybe this show about a very jacked, attractive man with wearing nothing but a loincloth, being rad as hell, should have told me some things about myself. Um, I don't know. But like, dude, it's fucking rad. The villain is great. The villain changes, I think, about partway through, but General
Zad.
Zad is
Nice.
he's so good. He's been in a bunch of stuff, but he's so great. He's a cartoonish, like scenery chewing villain. I love it. And he talks to a tiger and has ferret friends.
Hell yeah.
Hell
Ferret
yeah.
friends.
My guy, ferrets.
Well, I think that's a good enough thing for today. What do you think, Bloody? You good? What happened?
Yeah, I'm hearing a weird noise.
So am I. I think it's my kids fighting.
Oh, literally the dog snoring is like shaking my pop cans. I was like, what the fuck is happening? But yeah, thank you for joining us. This is not an actual official Patreon episode of NT2BOS, but thanks. We thought we'd give you a bonus because we were hanging out.
Hell yeah.
And we love you. And see you later.
Bye.
Someone's doing a pee pee dance.
You got it. You
Bye.
know what's up.